What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Learn Japanese from Some Guy. In today's video, we're going to be looking at chapter 51 of my textbook, where we are going to learn how to describe something as being easy or difficult to do with yasui and nikui, respectively. So using this structure is quite simple. All we have to do is append yasui or nikui to the mas stem of our verb. And we'll take a look at some examples right now to help illustrate. So here we have the dictionary form of the verb on the left. So we have, for example, wakaru. And of course, the mas form is wakarimasu. We drop mas, and we can append yasui and get wakariyasui. So that means easy to understand. We could also say wakari nikui, which would be difficult to understand. Next we have kaku, kakimasu, kakinikui, difficult to write. Kiku, kikimasu, we drop mas and get kikiyasui, easy to hear, or kikinikui, difficult to hear. Yomu, yomimasu, drop mas and get yominikui, or yomiyasui. We have utao, utaimasu, utaiyasui, or utainikui. And we have oboeru, oboemasu, drop mas and we get oboenikui, or oboeyasui, difficult to remember, oboenikui. So hopefully, as you've probably realized, this works the same for all verb types. So type 1, type 2, or type 3 verbs. It does not matter. The structure is the same. So like I said, it's really, really simple. So now we can try some on our own. So we'll have, in the first column, I'd like you guys to write the mas form of the verb, or just the mas stem, and then append nikui and yasui. And as always, I encourage you guys to write out your answers in kanji and hiragana. So you can go to my website, learnjapanesefromsomeguy.com. You can download the PDF that has this section printed out, and you have something convenient to write on. So here we have numbers 1 and 2. So pause the video, answer these. And then we have the last 4 down here. So pause the video, answer these. And now we'll check. All right, so number 1, we have nomu. So we get nomimasu. The mas stem, of course, is nomi. We get nominikui and nomiyasui. Number 2, tsukao. So we get tsukai is the mas stem. So we get tsukainikui or tsukaiyasui. Easy to use, difficult to use. Number 3, tsukuru. So we get tsukurimasu. So we have tsukuri, tsukurinikui, tsukuriyasui. Easy to make. Number 4, nageru, to throw. So nagemasu. So we get nage, nagenikui, nageyasui. So for example, maybe a bowling ball is hard to throw, or like an oblong, weird shaped ball is nagenikui, not easy to throw, difficult to throw. Number 5, suru. So we get shimasu. We drop mas and get shi, shinikui, shiyasui. Easy to do, difficult to do. And the last one, kangaeru. So we get kangae, kangaemasu, kangaenikui, kangaeyasui. And that's it. So hopefully you're able to answer those without too much difficulty. Again, being able to conjugate verbs to the mas stem or the mas form is extremely important because, as you can see, we use it for a variety of purposes. But now we're going to look at some example sentences, and we'll see how these verbs work in an actual sentence. So let's see, number 1. この本は漢字が少ないからとても読みやすいです。この本は漢字が少ないからとても読みやすいです。So this book doesn't have much kanji, so it's easy to read. 読みやすい。漢字が少ない。Not a lot of kanji. 読みやすい。Easy to read. Number 2. 演歌は歌いにくいです。演歌は歌いにくいです。So enka is difficult to sing. So enka is like a Japanese style of song. If you've never heard enka before, there's one enka song I really, really like. It's called Amagi Goe. I'll put a link for it in the description box. I'm not a huge enka fan, but I love this song. So after you watch the video, check the description box and you can find a link to that song, and you can check it out. Really, really good. And let's see, number 3. 日本人の名前は覚えにくいと思います。日本人の名前は覚えにくいと思います。I feel that Japanese people's names are difficult to remember. So we have と思います。So I feel or I think 名前は覚えにくい. Difficult to remember. Number 4. 山本先生はいい先生だと思います。 彼の説明はいつもわかりやすいです。山本先生はいい先生だと思います。彼の説明はいつもわかりやすいです。So I think Mr. Yamamoto is a good or a great teacher. His explanations, 彼の説明 are always easy to understand. いつもわかりやすい。Easy to break down, easy to understand. Number 5, 薬に砂糖を入れれば飲みやすくなる。薬に砂糖を入れれば飲みやすくなる。So if you put sugar in medicine, it becomes easier to drink, as we all have heard Mary Poppins say multiple times, I'm sure. And let's see, number 6. このケーキはとても作りにくかった。10時間ぐらいかかりましたよ。このケーキはとても作りにくかった。10時間ぐらいかかりましたよ。So this cake was extremely difficult to make. とても作りにくかった。difficult to make. 10時間ぐらいかかりましたよ。It took 10 hours. And number 7, the last one. この携帯は使いにくい。全然わからない。この携帯は使いにくい。全然わからない。So this phone is hard to use. 全然わからない。I don't get it at all. This is a really, really commonly used expression. 全然. Like, you can use it before like a negative. わからない。全然わからない。Don't understand at all. 全然わからない。使いにくい。Difficult to use. And that's it. So before we look at the practice problems, I just want to talk about another very, very important aspect of the structure. So it's really, really important to understand that when we conjugate a verb using yasui or nikui, we can treat the result much like we would an e adjective. So all the grammar rules that we've learned about e adjectives, conjugating to the nai form or the past tense form or the negative past tense form or whatever, can be applied to these verbs with yasui or nikui. So for example, we can describe a noun. We can say, 私は読みやすい本が好きです。私は読みやすい本が好きです。So 読みやすい本. So we have 読みやすい is describing home. So books that are easy to read. I like books that are easy to read. 読みやすい本. And in the above example, we could see, just like I said, 読みやすい is modifying 本. 読みやすい本. And we can also conjugate to the past tense. So we can say, あの数学の授業はわかりにくかったです。So わかりにくい、わかりにくかった。So the past tense, that math lesson was hard to understand. わかりにくかった。Or we could say, あの数学の授業はわかりやすかったです。So we have わかりやすい, and the past tense, わかりやすかった. So easy to understand. That math lesson was easy to understand. And we can also, let's see, conjugate to the past tense, just like we saw. And we can also conjugate to the nai form. So we can say, これは子供の漫画だけど読みやすくないです。これは子供の漫画だけど読みやすくないです。So 読みやすい、読みやすくない。The nai form of 読みやすい、読みやすくないです。So not easy to read. Or we could say, これは子供の漫画だから読みにくくないです。読みにくい。And the nai form would be 読みにくくない. So not difficult to read, not hard to read. And a very, very commonly used structure is using yasui or nikui with naru to express that something has become or is becoming easy or becoming difficult. So we can say, 勉強すればするほど単語が覚えやすくなる。勉強すればするほど単語が覚えやすくなる。So 勉強すればするほど the more you study, the more easy or the easier it gets to remember vocabulary words. 覚えやすくなる. So remember, なる means to become. So if we say 覚えやすくなる means becomes easy to remember. Or we could say 漢字を使わなければ. So if we don't use kanji, if you don't use kanji, わかりにくくなる. わかりにくくなるよ. So we have わかりにくい. We conjugate to the, we want to append なる. So we get わかりにくくなる. Will become difficult to understand. So we can see we have this very simple expression here becomes this very long expression in English. わかりにくい, わかりにくくなる will become difficult to understand. So hopefully, as you've gone through these lessons and if you've seen my other videos, you're kind of keeping all this stuff in mind. Whatever we learn in one lesson can be applied to things we learned before. So really try and expand your ability to use the language. Try and conjugate, everything you can to the past tense, try the negative past tense, everything. That's how we learn and become fluent in a language. We get comfortable using a variety of conjugations. So this is extremely important. Conjugating to the nai form, the past tense, the negative form, negative past tense form. So really keep this in mind when you're trying. When you review this video, try and conjugate a sentence to the negative or whatever, and use something that's a little more challenging for you. But anyway, now we're going to look at the practice problem. So using the given words in parentheses, we're going to make our own sentences now using Japanese based on our own opinions. So for example, here we have Japanese is easy to understand or Japanese is difficult to understand. So we have nihongo and wakaru. So I wrote nihongo wa wakariyasui desu. Nihongo wa wakariyasui desu. So I don't think Japanese is difficult to understand. I think it's easy, wakariyasui. So I wrote wakariyasui. But if you think Japanese is difficult to understand, you can write nihongo wa wakari nikui desu. So it's all based on your opinion, whatever you feel. So here we have numbers 1 and 2. Kanji is easy, hiragana is difficult, hiragana is easy. Whichever one you feel, you can write. And again, you can go to my homepage, learnjapanesefromsomeguy.com, print out this PDF. Let's see, 3, 4, and 5. So answer these, and now we'll check. All right, so number 1, we have kanji is easy to learn. So I wrote kanji wa oboeyasui desu. Kanji wa oboeyasui desu. So I think kanji is easy. So I said kanji wa oboeyasui. If you think kanji is difficult, you would say kanji wa oboenikui desu. Number 2, kanji or hiragana is easy or difficult to write. So hiragana wa kakiyasui desu. Hiragana wa kakiyasui desu. So if you think hiragana is difficult, you would say hiragana wa kakinikui desu. Number 3, katakana is easy or difficult to read. So personally, I think katakana is difficult to read. So I said katakana wa yominikui desu. But if you think katakana is easy to read, you can say katakana wa yomiyasui desu. Number 4, smartphones are easy or difficult to use. So we have smaho wa tsukainikui desu. Smaho wa tsukainikui desu. So we could also say smaho wa tsukaiyasui desu. If you think smartphones are easy to use, sumaho, smartphone. And number 5, sushi is easy or difficult to make. Sushi wa tsukurinikui desu. Sushi wa tsukurinikui desu. So I think sushi is difficult to make. If you think sushi is easy, you can say sushi wa tsukuriyasui desu. And that's going to do it for today's lesson. So basically, before we finish, we'll go over what we learned. And basically, we learned that we can append yasui or nikui to the ma stem of a type 1 or type 2, type 3 verb to express that something is easy or difficult to do. And we can treat verbs with yasui or nikui much the same way as we treat e adjectives. So we can conjugate them to the past tense form, the nai form. We can use them to modify nouns, the negative past tense form. So everything we learned about e adjectives can be applied here. So be sure to review that lesson as well. But that's going to do it for today. Next time, we'll look at chapter 52, almost done. And we're going to express don't know whether to do something or not. So for example, I don't know whether to go to the party or not. Or I don't know whether to wear blue or whether to wear red with kadoka. So this is a very kind of an advanced structure, but something you can use on a regular daily basis. So very useful for casual and conversational Japanese. So be sure to check that out next time. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and a special, arigatou gozaimasu to everyone who subscribes and comments and likes, and also for telling a friend. I really appreciate it. So any support I can get, I'm very happy to have. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next week for chapter 52. Mata ne.